Hi friends from YouTube. This is another video to show you how not to spend $2,000 on a repair. Today we're gonna show you how to spot a potential problem with an oil leak on a 2011 F150 EcoBoost 3.5 engine. A friend of mine went to the dealership and was told that his truck needed a repair of front timing cover, about $2,000 repair, and he brought the car to me, and I said, let me take a look first before you spend that money. And I find out that the problem was not the timing cover. Today we're going to show you how to address this problem in a very easy manner and very inexpensive way. Stay tuned. Okay friends, before you go and spend about $2,000 on a repair, just take a moment to think about it if there's another possibility about the problem you're suffering. In this case, it's an oil leak from the center of the engine, front part center of the engine. Well, my friend, he brought the car to me and explained what he was told at the dealership, and I said, well, let me take a look. And what I found out, it was incredible. The oil leak is not coming from the timing cover, front timing cover. Actually, the oil leak is coming from this part here. There is a gasket in between the engine oil cooler, which is this one. This is the engine oil cooler, and this is the base. So in between this and this, there is an O-ring that with time it gets brittle and it needs to be replaced, in this case because it's sipping oil. And another problem that I found, and most likely this is the main one, is this one. I don't know if you can see it, but right over here there is an oil pressure switch, or it's also called oil pressure sensor, and you can see it's dripping oil. In other words, it's leaking oil from inside, and it's a defective part. So this sensor here, it needs to be replaced. This one, if you can see my finger right there, this one right there, it's what it tells the gauges over there inside the cabin, that the oil pressure, it moves the needle to the high and low when you start the engine. So we're gonna go and replace that sensor, and we also going to replace the gasket for the oil cooler, which is right here in the middle of this part. This one here is the oil cooler, engine oil cooler. This is the base. This is the base. In between there is an O-ring, a rubber O-ring, and we'll go ahead and replace it and make sure that it doesn't leak anymore. So stay tuned. As you can see, we have removed the engine oil cooler, and now we're going to remove the O-ring gasket, which is right there. As you can see, the next step will be to remove the oil pressure switch, which is up there. You can see it right over there. The first step in removing the oil cooler was to remove the engine oil filter, drain it, let it drain for 5 minutes the most, and then remove the bolt that is holding the oil cooler, which is it's an Allen wrench. It's a 14 millimeter Allen wrench, long one, and the bolt, it goes in the middle, and then you remove it, and then you're able to do this. You can see you don't need to disconnect the coolant hoses that attaches to the oil cooler. You don't need to remove those hoses, leave them there. And now we're going to proceed to remove the gasket. Well, as you can see, we have put back the engine oil cooler. The new gasket, it's already installed right here in between the base and the oil cooler. New gasket. I wouldn't recommend to put silicone around there because of a critical area. The oil pump sucked the oil inside the engine. We don't want any silicone running around in the channels inside the engine. And as you can see, the new oil pressure switch, it's right there, the new one. The old one, it's over here. Let me show you here. The old one, this is the old one. I don't know if you can see it. As you can see it, it's all oily, but the oil leak was coming from inside, from the electrical connector. The oil was coming from inside there. I don't know if you can see it, but so that means that the oil was going through here. This connects to the engine. It was going through the diaphragm and then through the electrical connector, which is over here. That's where it was leaking oil. As you can see, the electrical plug right over here, it's all filled with oil. So I'm gonna clean it up and put it back together, and then we're going for a test drive and see how it goes. Alright guys, stay tuned. So before I show you the end result of this repair, I'm going to show you the tools that I used. In this case was a pick to remove the gasket, the old gasket, half-inch extension, the 3/8 extension, 3/8 ratchet, the half-inch ratchet, a 13/16 wrench to remove the oil pressure switch, half-inch or 13 millimeter socket to remove the engine undercover, and this is the 14 millimeter or 9/16 hex wrench or socket to remove the center ball that holds the engine oil cooler, the flashlight, some brake cleaner, of course some paper towel, you can see here, paper towel, inspection mirror, and that's it. And you need your new parts. In this case was the oil pressure switch, was only $21, and the gasket that it cost me $10, and that was the whole repair and the labor. But instead of paying $2,000 to replace the not replace but to fix the timing cover, it was crazy, unbelievable. My friend is so happy that I found the problem, and I'm gonna show you the end result in a few seconds. But this was performed on a Ford 2011 F150 EcoBoost engine 3.5, and I'll show you the results.